episode Ardyn. And before recording this, okay. Yeah.
Long ago, there lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Kylum, and he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
That's with all the DLC. Which is what I'm playing right now, so.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts are requested to contact the Crown City Police immediately.
At least 40.
And now a word from the Public Information Bureau. Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel as well as a statue of the Founder King himself. All are welcome and encouraged to participate in today's festivities. This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny
no.
weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands may
assignment.
experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the citadel alongside the statue of the Founder King, Somnus Lucis Chiron.
So this is the city Somnus built. Built on the back of his own flesh and blood. Just look at them, free of care and unaware of the war beyond their wall.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please follow all staff instructions. Vehicular access will also be limited in some areas around the citadel for the festival's duration. In addition, traffic will be stopped entirely during the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
What need is there to worry when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within? What a life to live. This is the statue of the Founder King? I see the sculptor took quite a few liberties. And that must be the king's castle.
We should. No, no. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, let the fireworks begin!
Right, let's go. Yes. Oh, yes. It's really enjoyable.
Cursed be the wielding wings of the gods.
Ardyn. Oh, Ardyn. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods bless me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Yeah, I would.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you.
Oof.
Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
Don't touch me.
Status report. Everything is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
What's the situation over there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Oh yeah.
Adagium sighted!
Adagium?
Get it back in the cell, no matter what. We can't let that thing off this island.
Stop. Cease this. Cease this.
At once!
way too much rain.
This is enough! 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 What sins must I atone?
These memories.
He doesn't.
Could they be his?
I mean, yeah.
I didn't purge him of the scourge. I bestowed it upon him.
Incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey!
Era. Somnus.
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Era! Gods, no!
Ardyn Azunia, Chief Besithia would like to see you.
Nothing here to interest me. Might as well head out. I dare say this outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view.
God damn it.
Come, have a seat.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Oh yes, you've proven far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are not
the Royal
a
Edition,
monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your mysteries.
There are 33 pieces of DLC altogether, 4 of which are story DLCs, one of which is not included in the Royal Edition.
Since you
204
most of which are
days,
weapons, music,
roughly
or
7 months
clothes.
or so.
And
then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2
like there's an
millennia.
entire Royal Edition
I'd be
pack
more surprised
that
if you
is
hadn't
separate
lost
from
all concept of time. You must loathe those Lucians for what they
and then you'll
did
get
to
all
you.
the updates as well that have come out since 2016 when it launched. Which, minus the two,
what is
minus
it
the
you
two
want
free
from me
DLCs for the,
anyhow? What about me interests you
for the,
so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were
the
chosen by the
festivals,
gods.
you should be getting the most
and
complete
frankly, with
experience.
powers like yours, I'd say
The
you're
Royal
nearly a
Edition.
god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war
it's
with
the most
Lucis.
complete version of the
You
game that
too
you're ever
must
gonna get.
desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
It is a legitimately good game, like, in terms of the gameplay. So,
The man who wronged you may have died
I would
long
say it still
ago, but
has
his
some
descendants live on to this day.
issues with how
Surely you must
it
bear them some feelings of ill
does
will.
the main story of the game in terms of
My
storytelling,
feelings are
but
none of your
otherwise
concern.
I think it's still mostly good.
Come along.
And the DLCs, at least episode Prompto and Ignis, are pretty fun.
This is the fruit of my labor. A small portion of it, that is.
Ignis. They're two of the party members of
I
the game.
envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
Oh.
But oh, I should mention that it doesn't necessarily matter if you did play the
At center, we see what I presume to be Lucian warriors and the kings
Assassin's
of
Festival at the
yore.
very least, because
I've
in
learned a
the last
great
update
deal
they
about
gave
the first
everybody
king of
the
Lucius,
Master Assassin's robes
but
from
I
Assassin's
never knew
Creed.
he was
So
second in line. It seems
I wish that they
depict
gave
a
us
legend
the
in which
outfits
chosen
from
king dispels the darkness.
the Mughal
If
Chocobo
that's
Festival,
true,
but I
does
guess
that mean
no.
Lucius intends to someday
Or
stand
made
above
both
all
those
others?
festivals available to play.
Their trifling
Because
tales mean
I feel bad for
nothing in the
PC
face of
users,
our
especially because
superior
the
technology.
PC version of the
Only
game
we can
released
restore
after
balance
those
to
festivals
our world.
were done and dusted.
At the top of the painting, we see the Oracle herself. The bloodline of the Oracle is one of the oldest in years, originating with
Yeah, I'm at least happy that they gave us the Master Assassin's robes, similar to how Insomniac gave us the Samurai Misu and the Future Foundation and Bombastic Bagman suits in Spider-Man PS4.
On the sides of the frame, we see the hexagon. Conspicuously
It's good that
absent
they
is
at
the
least gave us that. They
traitorous
didn't give us the
god of
Magi
fire,
robes
the
from
Great War
Assassin's Creed
Road.
Origins,
Perhaps
but
developing a deeper
at the very least there's that.
understanding of demons will
That is
bring us
literally the only
closer
outfit
to
from
comprehending their
the
divine
Assassin's
counterparts.
Festival that I needed.
But what if I were to find a way to combine those two disparate elements? By my estimation, the grotesque creatures depicted here are likely demons. Could this mean these monsters will be harbingers of the apocalypse? If only we could find a way to harness their power for ourselves.
The line of Lucis was chosen to eradicate evil from Eos, and with the divine on their side, how could they fail?
Hoping the data log shit I'm picking up is added to the main game after I finish this DLC.
This is our world?
It has been estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago. Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era. Fossils thought to be remains of the oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Vistala region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Disgai and Klang regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the regions of Klang and Disgai is known as Telfar Crag. It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place.
The way this guy
When
pronounced
tried to reduce
crevice.
mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim.
It can be.
It is said that Ifrit,
I find it
having
hilarious,
lost the
though.
War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas Rift of Volup. To this day, no one knows what became of the blade god, Bahamut. The earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in Disgai. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Disgai. The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha. Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Caelum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mors Lucis Caelum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Caelum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father. Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians regard as sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of Lucis, House Fullerey founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fleury enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis. The Accordo Protectorate has developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade.
A lot of ideas on what to do
In ME
with my
606,
campaign.
the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of
As is the
Lucis
rest
and
of Final
Accordo,
Fantasy 15, but
and
still.
in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy. Centuries after the founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME 606. As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons. Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steeleth Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fall Grove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway. In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
Yeah, but you're still paying only $10 difference for the DLC. All the DLC. Minus episode Ardyn, but still. There's story expansions with the Royal Edition pack, and then most of the story additions are in the updates, but you know. And then there's story DLC, which are about 2 hours. Or the first DLC is an hour long, then the next two are like 2 to 3. I don't know, because digital prices really don't change.
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by a mutant strain of Plasmodium.
On top of that, like, I'd actually recommend getting the DLC because the weapon DLC, because there are things that is in the weapon DLC that I don't think you can get normally in game. that really help out
This
early
model is a
on.
replica made from
Like,
plaster poured into
there's a thing
demon-shaped
that
cavity
you can
discovered
attach
deep
to Noctis
underground.
for,
Demons sublimate when their body functions
accessories.
cease, so this particular specimen
That,
must have vaporized after the mud
makes
around
it so
had already
Noctis doesn't use up
solidified.
his stamina, or I think it's his MP in-game for... Because for some reason they thought it brilliant to make Noctis's running tied to his stamina, which drains his MP. So you can't... And then they, in one of the first few DLC waves, they added a thing that doesn't, or that makes it so that that doesn't happen.
Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night
there's
falls.
also a
Adagium, however,
weapon called
is
Ragnarok,
different.
which
Unlike his demon
ultimately
brethren, he
not
can still
exactly the most
function
powerful weapon you
uninhibited
can get in the
in
game,
broad
but early
Of
on
course,
it is
the
so good,
ultraviolet
especially with the
rays
warp
harm
strike
him
ability
much
that
like they would
Noctis
any
has.
other demon. Yet his cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
Yeah. It stings. Ah, like the light of the sun. Perhaps I'd best cover up.
Adagium. That is what the Lucians call the monster they imprisoned for 2,000 long years. His powers surpass those of any mortal, and his body is all but impervious to attack. It's no wonder the Founder King sealed him away on the Isle of Angel Guard. He undoubtedly feared this monster might challenge his reign.
Well, that's Britain for you.
It seems fortune smiles upon me. Though the Lucians kept him locked away for 2,000 years, I've managed to secure
So this
Adagium for
every
myself.
episode
The
DLC
raging winds and
minus
stormy
some
seas may have
Gladiolus
cast
is
all
actually
others
really
away,
good.
but the waves parted for me that day and led the way. While I've yet to conduct any official research, the potential he proved in combat was most promising.
Prompto,
I
Gladiolus,
estimate
and
his
Ignis
powers easily
DLCs
surpass
are
anything
filling in
mankind
gaps
has ever
of
seen.
what they were
Perhaps this
doing
streak of
in
luck
certain
has just
sections
begun.
of the story for the main game when they weren't with Noctis.
Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks. This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look. There's something you should see. Come with me. I found something most interesting on the Rock of Ravito. If my experiment on this specimen succeeds, it might provide the information you've been looking for. This way.
Is that?
Ifrit the Infernian.
You subjugated a god and brought him here?
He was sound asleep, just like the legend said he'd be, so we put him on ice. Do you think you could turn him
into a demon?
If you managed to demonify a deity, you could learn truths no mere mortal could ever dream of knowing. You'll access 2,000 years of his memories, and if you can control him, he'll be a weapon of supreme power. It's certainly an enticing offer, isn't it? Just think you could exact sweet revenge through divine retribution.
How do you know what I want?
I don't, but I know you have no other options. Well, shall we? Come see the fruits of my magitech research. This way. The ancient civilization of Solheim, forefathers of our magic technology, once flourished on this land. Had they not incurred the wrath of the gods, they may have remained prosperous to this day.
And you wish to restore them to greatness?
To surpass them, which is why I need you to lend me your strength. But I'm certain magic technology and demons are the keys to unlocking the door to a new future.
Lucians? But how? Kunmi Squad, Adagium sighted. Initiating
Requesting backup from Nimbus Squad.
Shutting down communications until all clear.
So, you've come to kill me, have you?
Or die trying.
Just as you would kill me for a right satisfaction my eyes. So I may be gone by it was on the heart of the soldiers.
There he is!
Would you allow me? A kingdom is no longer called your own.
Enough!
That girl proves your
Blast! You must stop him before he destroys everything!
Why did he's showing more interest? So.
Take this!
Oh, Infanian, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people, and his cursed kingdom, and burn them all to the ground! No!
it over. I already know a decent amount of Spanish, so I'll probably do that again.
I was the one chosen to be king.
Maybe later on, but definitely not at first.
Ardyn.
Era.
Forgive me.
Huh?
I defied the will of the gods and revealed to Somnus
like, what the fuck?
you had been chosen to be king. I never dreamt he would try to kill you.
Maybe it's a
But he did. Somnus fooled everyone, so he could usurp the throne. Everything that happened, it's all his fault.
No. Listen to me. It's my fault. I'm the one who ruined your future. This was divine retribution for my sins.
You've no sins to atone for.
I'm so glad I have subtitles turned on because the audio mixing for the dialogue is not really
Why
good
have you
in this game.
burdened us with this fate?
Unless you're listening with headphones. Yeah. I mean, at least for this DLC, I think for the main game it's fine.
Oh no!
For some reason, the dialogue is mixed slightly lower than it should be.
The gods above, fulfill your calling, Ardyn, and punish me for
Music is
my
louder
sins.
than that.
Kill me.
That's right. Kill her.
It might from like...
Put that monster out of its misery, just like
I don't think I saw anything about that.
I can't. My calling is to save lives.
Just like you saved that innocent man by turning him into a demon.
Please, Ardyn. You must live.
I can't. Not without you.
Come. Why not give the lady what she wants? Once again, you failed to save her.
Young Somnus in
No
this game
surprise.
looks like fucking Marth on
A
Fire
monster
Emblem.
can do naught but destroy.
I can't get over that. It's mostly his outfit that's doing that.
I'll never forgive you, Somnus.
Yeah,
This
every time
monster
you've
may not be able
described-
to destroy you,
Yeah,
but I'll
describe
see
why
to
you're
it that
doing
I
it. That
destroy
seems to be
everything you built. Hear me, gods above. No longer shall I supplicate you for pardon. No longer shall I sojourn toward the light. Nay, the path I intend to tread is paved with blood and darkness. No longer shall I seek your guidance.
The guy who voices Ardyn in this game
is
also
mine
voiced Reinhardt
to
in
tread
Overwatch. Oh. And J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man. That was range. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
The Empire's demonic experiments bore fruit before long, precipitating the production of a Magitech infantry. As recognition for his contribution to this research, Ardyn Azunia was inaugurated as Imperial Chancellor. Thanks to its newfound firepower, Niflheim managed to break the stalemate that shackled the nation for more than 100 years, and, in turn, forced Lucis to scale back its magical barrier. The untimely passing of King Mors ushered in the era of a new monarch, and the young Regis Lucis Kylum succeeded the throne. Meanwhile, Ardyn began to spread the Star Scourge throughout the world, stealing people's memories and learning as much about the kingdom as he could. In time, those memories began to merge with his own, gradually transforming him into a wicked echo of his former self. And now, at long last, the time for his revenge has come.
Alright guys, I'm going to pause here and continue in the next one.